Consider the different combination of banana and mango. A, B, and C depicted in table 2.4 and figure 2.7. Combination of A, B, and C consist of same quantity of mango but different quantity of bananas. So in the combination B, quantity of mango but different quantity of bananas. Since the combination B has more banana than A, B will provide the individual a higher level of satisfaction than A. Therefore, B will lie on the high indifference curve than A, depicting higher satisfaction. Likewise, C has more banana than B. Quantity of mango is the same in both B and C. Therefore, C will provide the higher level of satisfaction than B and also lie on the higher indifference curve than B. A higher indifference curve consisting of combination with more of mangoes or more of banana or more of both will represent the combination that give the higher level of satisfaction. Two indifference curve never intersect each other. Two indifference curve intersecting each other will lead to conflicting result. To explain, let us allow two indifference curve to intersect each other, as shown in the figure 2.8. As pointed out, A and B lie on the same indifference curve. Utility derived from the combination A and combination will give the same level of satisfaction. Similarly, as the point A and C on the same indifference curve IC2, utility derived from the combination A and B from combination C will give the same level of satisfaction. From this, it is clear that utility from point B and from point C will also be the same, but this is clearly an absurd result. On point B, the consumer get a greater number of mango with the same quantity of banana, so the number is better off at point B than at point C. Thus, it is clear that the intersecting indifference curve will lead to conflicting results. Thus, two indifference curves cannot intersect each other. Then, consumer budget. Let us consider a consumer who has only a fixed amount of money, income, to spend on two goods. The price of the goods are given in the market. The consumer cannot buy any or every combination of two goods that she may want to consume. The consumption bundle that are available to the consumer depend on the price of two goods and the income of the consumer. Given her fixed income and the price of the two goods, the consumer can afford to buy only those bundles which cost her less than or equal to her income. Budget set and budget rent. Suppose the income of the consumer is AM and the price of the banana and the mango are P1 and P2 respectively. If the consumer want to buy X1 quantity of banana, she will have to spend P1 X1 amount of money. Similarly, if the consumer want to buy X2 quantity of mango, she will have to spend P2 X2 amount of money. Therefore, if the consumer want to buy bundle consisting of one X1 unit of banana and X2 quantity of mangoes, she will have to spend P1 X2 plus P2 X2 amount of money. She will buy this bundle only if she has at least P1 X1 and P2 X2 amount of money. Given the price of the goods and the income of the consumer, she choose any bundle as long as it costs less than or equal to the income she has. In other words, consumer can buy any bundle such as P1 X1 plus P2 X2 less than or equal to M. Then in inequality 2.1. equation वो 2.1 is called the consumer budget constraint. The set of bundle available to the consumer is called budget set. The budget set is thus the collection of all bundle that the consumer can buy with her income at the prevailing market price. Example 2.1. Consider for example a consumer who has 20 rupees and suppose both the goods are priced at 5 and are available only in integral unit. The bundle this consumer can afford to buy are 01 0001 02 03 04 1011 1213 2021 22303140. Among these bundles 04 13 22 31 and 40 cost exactly rupees 20 and all other bundle cost less than 20. The consumer cannot afford to buy bundle like 3 and 4 5 because they cost more than rupees 20 at the prevailing prices. If both goods are perfectly divisible, the consumer budget set would consist of all bundle such that x1 and x2 are any number greater than or equal to a0 and p1x1 plus p2x2 um, less than equal to m. The budget set can be represented in the diagram in the figure 2.9. All the bundle in the positive quadrant are which are on and below the line are included in the budget set. The equation of the line is p1x2 and p2x2 equal to m. Equation 2.0. The line consists all bundle which cost exactly equal to m. This line is good. This line is called budget line. Point below the budget line represents bundle which costs strictly less than m. The equation 2.2 can be written as x2 equal to m by p2 minus p1 by p2 x1. The budget line is a straight line with horizontal intercept m by p1 and the vertical intercept m by p2. M by p1 and m by p2. The horizontal intercept represent the bundle that the consumer can buy if she spend her entire income on banana. Similarly, the vertical intercept represent the bundle that the consumer can buy if she spend her entire income on mango. The slope of the budget line is minus p1 p2. Price ratio and the slope of the budget line. Think of any point on the budget line. Such a point represents a bundle which costs the consumer her entire budget. Now, suppose the consumer want to have more banana. She can do it only if she give up some amount of other good. How many mangoes does she have to give if she want to have other good? How many does she have to give if she want to have extra quantity of bananas? It would depend on the price of two good. A quantity of bananas cost p1. Therefore, she will have to reduce her expenditure on mangoes by p1 amount. If she want more quantity of banana with p1, she could buy p1 by p2 quantity of mango. Therefore, if the consumer want to have extra quantity of banana when she is spending all her income, she will have to give p1 p2 quantity of mangoes. In other words, in the given budget, in the given market condition, the consumer can substitute banana for mango at the rate p1 and p2. The absolute value of the slope of the budget line measures the rate at which the consumer is able to substitute banana for mango. Means she spend her entire budget. Change in the budget set. Changes in the budget set. The set of available bundles depend on the price of the two goods and the income of the consumer. When the price of either the two goods or the consumer income changes, the set of the available bundle is also likely to change. Suppose the consumer income changes from M to M dash, but the price of the two goods remain unchanged. With new income, the consumer can afford to buy all the available. The consumer can afford to buy all the available x1 and x2 such that p1 p1 x1 plus p2 x2 is less than or equal to m. Now the equation of the budget line is p1 x1 plus p2 x2 equal to m dash. Equation 2 can be written as m dash by p2 minus p1 by p2 x1. Note that the slope of the new budget line is the same as the slope of the budget line prior to the change in the consumer income. However, the vertical intercept has changed after the change in income. If there is increase in income, if m dash is greater than a, the vertical as well as the horizontal intercept increase. There is increase. There is a parallel outward shift of the budget line. If the income increases, the consumer can buy more of the good at the prevailing market price. Similarly, if the income goes down, if m dash is less than m, both intercept decrease. Hence, there is a parallel inward shift of the budget line. If the income goes down, the ability of the goods goes down. Changes in the set of available bundles, changes in consumer income when the price of the two goods remain unchanged are shown in figure 2.0. 2.10. Changes in the set of available bundles of goods resulting from changes in the consumer income. A decrease in income causes a parallel shift of the budget line as in panel A. An increase in the income causes a parallel inward shift of the budget line as in panel B. Now suppose the price of the banana change from P1 to P dash 1, but the price of the mango and the consumer income remain unchanged. At new price of the banana, the consumer can afford to buy all bundles x1 x2 such that p dash 1 x1 plus p dash x2 is less than or equal to m. The equation of the budget line is p dash x1 plus p2 p1 x1 p dash p1 dash x1 plus p2 x2 equal to m. The equation 2.10 can be written as x2 equal to m by p2 minus p1 dash by p2 x1. Note that the vertical intercept of the new budget line is the same as the intercept of the budget line prior to the change in the price of banana. Or the slope of the budget line and the intercept horizontal step has changed after the price change. If the price of banana increases, if P1 P1 dash is greater than the absolute value of the slope of the budget line increases, the budget line become value of the slope of the but the budget line become steeper. It pivot inward around the vertical intercept and the horizontal intercept decrease. If the price of the banana decrease, P1 is less than P dash 1 is less than P1. The absolute value of the slope of the budget line decrease. Hence the budget line become Hence, the budget line become flatter. It pivot outward around the vertical intercept and horizontal intercept increase. Figure 2.11 show the change in the budget set when the price of only one commodity changes, while the price of other commodity as well as the income of the consumer are constant. A change in the price of the mango when the price of the banana and the consumer income remain unchanged will bring about similar change in the budget set of the consumer. तो ये क्या दिया है, जैसे कि मैंगोज और ये changes in the set of the available bundles of goods result in change in the price. As increase in the price make the budget line steeper, as in panel A increase in the price banana है ना. A decrease in the price of make the budget line flatter, as in panel B steeper and flatter. Optimal choice of the consumer. The budget line set consists of all the bundle that are available to consumer. The consumer can choose her consumption bundle from the budget set, but on what basis does she choose her consumption bundle? From the one that are available to her. In economics, it is assumed that consumer choose her consumption bundle on the basis of her taste and preference over the bundles in the budget set. It is generally assumed that the consumer has well-defined preference over the set of all possible bundle. She can compare any two bundle. In other words, between any two bundle, she either prefer one to other, or she is indifferent between the two. Equality of marginal rate of substitution ratio prices. The optimal bundle of the consumer is located on the point where the budget line is tangent to the indifference curve. If the budget line is tangent to the indifference curve at a point, the absolute value of the slope of the indifference curve under the budget line, the slope of the indifference curve is the rate at which the consumer is willing to substitute one good for other. The slope of the budget line is the rate at which the consumer is able to substitute one good for the other in the market. At the optimum, the two rates should be same. To see why the consumer consider a point when this is not. Suppose the MRS at such a point is 2, and suppose the two goods have the same price. At this point, the consumer is willing to give 2 mango if she is given an extra banana, but in the market she can buy an extra banana if she give up just 1 mango. Therefore, if she buy an extra banana, she can have more of both of the goods compared to the bundle represented by the point. Hence, move to preferred bundle. Thus, a point at which the MRS is greater, the price ratio cannot be optimum. At a similar argument hold for any point at which the MRS is less than price ratio. In economics, it is generally assumed that the consumer is rational individual. A rational individual clearly know what is good and what is bad for her in in any given situation. She has given try to achieve the best for herself. Thus, not only does a consumer have well-defined preference over the set of available bundle, she also act according to her preference from the bundles which are available to her. A consumer consume always the one which give her maximum satisfaction. In the earlier section, it was observed that the budget set described the bundle that are available to the consumer, and her preference over our available bundle can be usually be represented by an indifference curve. Therefore, the consumer problem can be stated as follow. The rational consumer Problem is to move to a point on the highest possible indifference curve given a budget set. If a point exists, where would it be located? The optimum point would be located on the budget line. A, a point a point below the budget line cannot be optimum. Compared to a budget below the budget line, there is always some so there is always some point on the budget line which contain at least one of the good and not less of the other good, more of one at least and no less than the other good, that is and is therefore preferred by the consumer whose preference are monotonic. Therefore, if the consumer preference are monotonic for any point below the budget line, there is some point on the budget line which is preferred by the consumer, point above the budget line are not available to the consumer. Therefore, the optimum most preferred bundle of the budget of the consumer would be on the budget line. Where on the budget line will the optimum bundle be located? The point at which the budget line just touches or is tangent to one of the indifference curve would be the optimum. To see why this is so, note that any point on the budget line other than the point at which it touches the indifference curve lies on a lower indifference curve and hence is inferior. Therefore, such a point cannot be the consumer optimum. The optimum bundle is located on the budget line at the point where the budget line is tangent to the indifference curve. Figure 2.12 illustrate the consumer preference at star x1 x2. The budget line is tangent to the black colored indifference curve. The first thing to note is that the budget line curve just touching the budget line. The indifference curve just touching the budget line is the highest possible indifference curve give the consumer budget set. Bundle on the indifference curve above these like gray one are not affordable. Point on the indifference curve below this like the blue one are certainly inferior to the point on the indifference curve just touching the budget line. Any other point on the budget line lies on a lower indifference curve, hence is inferior to x1 x2. Therefore, x1 x2 is the consumer optimum bundle. Demand. In the previous section, we studied the choice problem of the consumer derived from the consumer optimum bundle given the price of the good, the consumer income and her preference. It was observed that the amount of the good that the consumer choose obtain depend on the price of the good itself, the price of other good, the consumer income and her taste and preference, the quantity of the commodity that a consumer is willing to buy and is able to afford given the price of the goods, and the consumer taste and preferences is called demand for that commodity. Whenever one or more of these variable change, the quantity of the good chosen by the consumer is likely to change as well. Here we shall change one of these variable at a time and study how the amount of the good chosen by the consumer is related to that variable. Demand curve and the law of demand. If the price of other good, the consumer income and her taste and preference remain unchanged, the amount of the good that the consumer optimally choose become entirely dependent on its price. The relation between the consumer optimal choice of the quantity of the good and its price is very important, and this relation is called demand function. Thus, the consumer demand function for a good Consider any two variable x and y. A function y is function of x is a relation between the two variable x and y such that each value of x there is a unique value of variable y. In other words, fx is a rule which assign a unique value of y for each value of x. As the value of y depend on the value of x, y is called dependent variable and x is called independent variable. Consider, for example, a situation when x can take the value 0, 1, 2, 3 and suppose corresponding value of y are 10, 15, 18, 20 respectively. Hence, y and x are related with the function y equal to the function of x, which is defined as f0 equal to 10, f1 equal to 15, f2 equal to 18, f3 equal to 20. Example, consider another situation when x can take the value of 0, 5, 10, 20 and suppose corresponding value of y are 100, 90, 70, 40 respectively. Hence, x and y and x are related to the function fx, which is defined as follows: f0 equal to 100, f10 equal to 90, f15 equal to 70, and f20 equal to 40. Where very often a functional relation between the two variables can be expressed in an algebraic form: y equal to f plus y equal to 5 plus x equal to y equal to f minus 50 minus x. A function y equal to function of x is an increasing function if the value of y does not decrease with increase in the value of x. It is a decreasing function if the value of y does not increase with increase in the value of the function. The function in example 1 is an increasing function. So the function y equal to x plus 5. The function in example 2 is a decreasing function. The function y equal to 50 minus x is a decreasing. Graphical representation of function: a graph of a function y equal to fx is a democratic representation of the function. Following are the graph of the function in the example. Usually in a graph, the independent variable is measured along the horizontal axis and dependent variable is measured along the vertical axis. However, in economics, often opposite is done. The demand curve, for example, is drawn by taking the independent variable along the vertical axis and dependent variable along the horizontal axis. The graph of an increasing function is upward sloping and the graph of an decreasing function is a downward sloping. As we can see from the diagram above, the graph of the y equal to f plus x is an upward sloping and that of y equal to f 50 minus x is a downward sloping. Given the amount of the good and that the consumer chooses at different level of prices, when the other thing remain unchanged, the consumer demand for a good as a function of its price can be written as x function of p, where the x denote the quantity, p denote the price of the good. The demand function can also be represented graphically by as in figure 2.13. The graphical representation of the demand function is called the demand curve. The relation between the consumer demand for a good and the price of the good is likely to be negative in general. In other words, the amount of the good that a consumer would optimally choose is likely to increase when the price of good fall and is likely to decrease with a rise in the price of the goods.